welcome to a new episode with Explore with Salwa. Today I'm going to show you the capital city of Indonesia-Banda Aceh. So the city has a very long history. So let we explore the city together. Indonesians celebrate Eid. Basically, they start with the Eid prayer in the morning. So men and women come, and here in Banda Aceh they come to the most famous and the biggest mosque, Baiturrahman. Afterwards there is a very short speech that they do here, and then they greet each other. So after the mosque they go back to their homes, they visit each other, and they eat together. So it's a very family-oriented celebration. It's very important to spend time with the family, and this is how they spend the 3 days of Eid celebration.
People from all over Aceh come for Eid prayer, not only from the capital.
So today it's a very special day for all the Muslims around Indonesia, right? In Banda Aceh, is there something that people do that is specific for Eid? How they celebrate, how they spend their day?
We are celebrating in the family, in the house, our family here, and then going to celebrate with family each other, like my mom, my grandmother here, and then around family.
So it is very family oriented, right?
Right.
So much. And happy Eid to all the Muslims around the world.
The night of Eid, all the people gather around Baiturrahman Mosque to see these big mosque models from each village. They chant, and hundreds of children march at the back with burning sticks. And this is how they welcome Eid all over Indonesia, not only in Aceh.
The night of Eid, like hundreds of people come here to see the festive night. So basically what they do like a maquette of each mosque, and they make like takbir along the street. So it is quite interesting to see because it's like full of people, and you can really feel the Eid here. And people all around Aceh, basically, they come to see the night. So it becomes very crowded, it's very noisy, but it is also very interesting to come and see.
I was invited for Eid, and at every house you would find lontong, which is sticky rice cooked in a banana leaf, and of course, many traditional sweets.
Most popular landmarks in Banda Aceh is to come at the mosque of Raya Baiturrahman. This mosque was built in the 17th century by the Sultan Iskandar Muda. And it is actually not the first mosque that was built, because when the Dutch came here during the war, they destroyed the mosque. So this is the new mosque that you see now. And it could resemble a little bit the mosque in Haram in Medina, because it has those umbrellas that they fold and they open. Also, the marble is imported from Italy, so it's quite similar to the one in Haram. But here the Islamic decoration is a little bit different. It has more Indian, Mongolian vibe to it. So it is very special to be here in Ramadan, because people during iftar they sit here in the courtyard, they break their fast, and then they pray Taraweeh. And for Eid, thousands of people they gather here in the courtyard together. So it's a very special time to see that.
And this is how the mosque looks from the inside, and it's very beautiful, especially at night. If you would like to learn more about Aceh, you can visit Aceh Museum.
History. It was an independent country before becoming part of the Indonesian state. It was wealthy, it has trading with other countries, so it was independent. But once the Dutch people came here, they controlled them for 30 years. And after this, the Japanese came and stayed here for 2 to 3 years during the World War II. Now, when they freed themselves from the Japanese, they became part of the Indonesian state. But disputes began between the two parties for around 30 years, up until they signed the peace agreement. And that happened because of the tsunami that hit the state here. So although it is part of the Indonesian state, it is quite different. So here Aceh is known by its the most conservative part of all of Indonesia. So they use the Sharia law, and also they have their own language, and culture is a little bit different.
The museum is divided into different sections. This section is about Aceh's nature and animals, and this one is about its sultans. The guide explained to me that Aceh brought and expanded Islam in Sumatra. And in the 16th century, they were extremely powerful and succeeded in defeating the Portuguese. So Aceh's history is rich in battles against the Dutch and the Japanese. And although they joined Indonesia, they tried firmly to hold their identity. The other section shows the traditional clothing and jewelry. Some regions in Aceh prefer different colors, others silver over gold. And the last section is about spices, as it was very important trade for the Acehnese people. Fun fact, one of the reasons why the Dutch wanted to occupy Aceh was its rich spices.
So tell me a little bit about Banda Aceh. How it is different from the rest of the places in Indonesia, since you're native.
Okay, thank you, Salwa. This Aceh is basically the first place city who spread Islam in Nusantara, in Indonesia. And Aceh is more. The differences is we are 100% Sharia law.
Mm-hmm.
Sharia law
This is the first thing that
difference.
that differentiates.
The first, and the second is the Aceh is the one of the most safetiest place in Indonesia.
But what the tourists can do here in Aceh generally?
Like I said before, we have a best shores. You can
if
surf
you want
it.
to surf, you can come here.
Aceh in Baiturrahman, Grand Mosque.
It's a must to visit the mosque.
Mosque. And you're going to Sabang, of course.
Sabang, yeah.
The most western province, most western place in Indonesia.
Yeah. Yeah.
You must visit.
So a lot of places to come and see here, and nothing to be worried about, to be honest. Okay, terima kasih Anya
Sama-sama.
Rifqat. So for sure when you come to Banda Aceh, you will hear about the tsunami that hit the city in 2004, the 26th of December. So what happened? An earthquake that was very, very strong. We're talking about 9 by the power of Richter. It hit the city. Afterwards, humongous waves around 20 to 30 meters hit the city and destroyed it almost completely. Unfortunately, a lot of people lost their lives, around 1,700. So if you would like to learn more about the event, you can come to two places in Banda Aceh. One of them is a humongous ship. And the history of the ship is that it was in the harbor before the tsunami. And the tsunami brought it inside the city 2 kilometers. We're talking about a ship that weighs 2,600 tons. So you can come here, you can see pictures of the city before and after, an explanation. Unfortunately, most of the information is in Indonesian. You can also go to the Tsunami Museum, which is more famous, and more information is provided there.
You can see a lot of material about the destruction that happened due to the tsunami. You're free to stroll around the ship and you will notice how big it is. And this was the end of my adventure in Banda Aceh. Although the city is known by its strict Islamic traditions, I felt that life here is similar to any other capital. It is busy, there is traffic, people enjoy their time by drinking coffee in its many coffee shops, and some can be very friendly with foreigners. So don't let fear stop from visiting Aceh and meeting its people. Thank you for watching, and if you would like to support me, please subscribe to my channel to see my next episodes of Explore with Salwa. Bye for now!